You blanched at this one a bit on Sunday night, and you want to see if it got to 10. Um,
Mm.
but I did feel like you were hesitant. I will tell you, division favorites of 7 plus, covering just a 49% clip the past 20 seasons. Mahomes is a fave of 3 plus. We know that's an ROI positive to bet against, including last night, Monday night against the Bucks. So the question becomes like, how much do we worry about this Broncos defense when they just played the Ravens? Everyone was so high in this Broncos D. We were not. We're like, this feels trappy. So we didn't bet the Broncos. And they got filleted by the Ravens, right? And so, like, they've played a really easy schedule. It could be a reason why their defense has been so good and ranking so well. But I do think, like, it's a very different story in the division. The Broncos getting the early money, unlike last week at Baltimore. Teams off a blowout of 20 plus points, 57% following week against the spread. And Patrick Mahomes tweaked his ankle. Numbers moved from 9.5 to 8.5 since last night.
Yeah, and they're on a short week. So everything you're right. Everything was pointed at taking this Denver team. My hesitation is just what you talked about at the top. They beat up on bad teams this year. And it took Baker to play literally a perfect game, pretty much, in that game for the Chiefs. So you have to sweat it out, right? Like, I mean, it was incredible how well he played. And that was a game I was kicking myself for. It's like we knew that number was too big. I just didn't know how they were going to cover it. And it was just really a miracle cover by Baker. He just played so well in that game, made such big throws. Can Bo Nix do the same, Chad? Like that Ravens game, they could have covered it, but all their fourth down luck kind of ran out on them, and all the little things that kind of bounced their way. I mean, it might have been the first pass or second pass of the game. Bo Nix threw a guy, hits the guy's hands, pops right up in the air. It's a pick by the Ravens. It's
Yeah.
like it just started off on a bad foot. So I'm with you. I wanted to be on Denver. I was hoping to get a bigger number. Obviously, it's gone the other way because the Chiefs didn't cover. They won barely in overtime. So the movement makes sense. The early money coming in on Denver makes sense. This is another line chat. I'll probably wait. I mean, if this gets down to 7, how do I not take the Chiefs? Like they're the better team. It's gonna be the public dog of the week, this Broncos team. But at 8.5, I'll take the Broncos right now. But I just know in our contest that that's not going to be the number. It's going to be bet down to 6.5, 7.5.
I wonder if the Steelers will be a bigger public dog than the Broncos. Um, just because of the Steelers' history and the Broncos just getting blown out by the Ravens. Uh, I'm not pulling the trigger on exec decision on this game, however. But we like the Broncos at 8.5 right now.